Can you imagine yourself going about a day without a meal? How about a week? Just to think that 800 million people are starving and thousands are dying daily because they haven't got a morsel to eat. This is sad and upsetting to think that one day this could be our kids' kids, our neighbor, our coworker, a friend. I am probably right on the money when I say all of us have at least thought one time what we can do to help feed the poor. I grew up believing that God will not put us through what we cannot overcome. I also believe that everybody on this earth deserves to have a good meal. Give a man a fish, you'll feed him for a day. Teach a man a fish, you would feed him for a lifetime. It is sad and upsetting that we as a people have looked over simple reasoning. We have chosen to destroy. We have chosen to die. We have chosen what we consider simpler ways of living life. But it's not. I'm asking each and every one of you today, please lend an ear out to my word. Listen to me speak and take a moment and let's all think about what we can do as a nation, better yet as a world, to help feed our poor. I remember as a young girl taking mid-afternoon walks with my mom and my sisters. It was beautiful. I remember the sounds of the horses, chickens, cows, dogs, but what attracted me most was the smells. I will never forget the fresh smells of red and green chilies, the squash, the cabbage, and especially the onion. Seeing all these open farmyards on an afternoon walk was so amazing to me. Pecan fields, cotton fields, all of these farmyards stretch 9 miles past my home in Doñana, New Mexico. I am 26 now and saddened to see that what used to be beautiful, bountiful fields of fresh foods, produce, has been destroyed by housing agencies, has been taken over by men. I'll never forget as a young girl, I saw, smelled, and tasted what once was all people cared for, nature's own. We are all determined to help, but none of us think past donation of food and money. What does a person need in order to survive? Food. Where does food come from? Plants. What do plants need to survive? A chance. People have forgotten the importance of agriculture and our economy. You know, and what we do, we just sit here and complain. We complain that food prices have risen, but what do we expect? Food is going scarce, therefore prices will rise. We need to take care of our farmlands. I believe that in order to feed our poor, we need to fight for them. We need to purchase produce, meats, and dairy products from farmers markets. Our number one key would be to teach our children the importance of our environment and because it is our future and our world's future. Every single day, our country is losing acres of land to destruction. And then we sit and complain, like I said earlier, that the prices has risen on food. Food is becoming scarce, and the prices are rising. Local farmlands, quote, in the context of higher fuel costs and recent large-scale food distribution scares, local food systems emerge as critical resource well worth protecting. Metro areas need power and roads, but they also need food, as said by Pablo Elliott. Think about it, friends. If we as a nation fought for our local farmlands, we would be better off as people. Everybody would be able to afford a meal. Food wouldn't be scarce and prices wouldn't soar. We need to see these lands as more than just undeveloped land. They are our future. Quote, farmland shouldn't be considered undeveloped, as Pablo says. It provides local families with nourishing food. Just imagine that if every state's county supported our farmlands, how better off we would be as a people. We would be able to help feed the poor at no cost. Food would be able to be given to agencies that give poor people food for free. Just the thought of this makes me smile, and I hope it's making all of you feel the way I do. Okay? Here's another way we can help the situation. Have any of you ever heard of farmers markets?
Yes.
Yes.
Well,
Yes.
These markets sell fresh produce, cheese, poultry, dairy products from your local farms, from your local farmers. You're not only helping the farmer, you're getting your fresh food at a good price. If we truly want to help the poor, we definitely we definitely shouldn't forget where our food comes from. Our first source of food production is in farms. Okay, and supporting these farmers markets gives those who make their living growing food a chance and decent living, and they won't be swallowed up by huge corporations. Earlier I said I grew up learning that God does not put us through what we cannot overcome. How about we teach our children similar morals? Our children's education starts at our home and is vitally important to their future generations and to our world's future. We need to teach them that not all people are fortunate. Not all people eat 3 meals a day. Shoot, not all people are even able to eat 1 meal a day. Let's teach our children that they too will one day want to help. One day they're going to want to help the poor. Let's teach them how to preserve what was given to us, this earth. We were given this earth and we need to protect it. Without good soil, we won't have good crop, which leads to no farms, less food, and hunger. We should teach our kids how to grow something edible, even if it's in a small pot. Okay? So they can feel the joy of producing food and working with the earth. Think about it. If you can get a potato, put 4 toothpicks in it, place it in a jar full of water, and watch it sprout, or even a bean, place it in a baggie on a damp napkin, and it grows. Can you imagine if this bean and potato was placed in good soil? How much food can be produced for everybody? I mean, simple reasoning. You know, we just think over this and we think that we can live life by disrupting what was given to us. I hope everything I said today meant something to each and every one of you. Today's poor can be tomorrow's future. Let's help make that happen by supporting and fighting for our farmlands, purchasing foods from farmers markets, and let's support them. And most of all, let's teach our children how to care for our environment. I thank everyone for listening to me today.